I'm here with Anime Merging Simulator. I haven't actually seen many videos on this. I've seen Toad Boys do one. I mean, one or two other channels, low sub-like channels. This game actually hasn't exploded like some of us might have thought. And and thanks to Toad Boys, I found this game. That actually, I've really been enjoying it. I'm actually on Star 16. But for you people who are wondering, I did mention this in it. That you probably will see if you've seen the Dragon Ball Evolution Super Saiyan Rage video. You understand that I didn't want to record this. This is why. This is how far I am. But I want to give some new players, some people who just start the game, some tips. As example, so you don't become like what I have. As you can see, there's probably a lot more if you start the game on my screen than there is on yours. There's a lot of bits I could start to tell you about. But the biggest thing, what you need to remember is this. First, I'm going to teach you with this. I'm going to try to somewhat time cut these so you can actually just like cut them if you want. So when we do that, if you do actually enjoy all the content I do, I don't actually say this in many of my videos, but make sure you like and subscribe. You know, I would actually like to see my YouTube channel kick off, do well. So before we get into it, let's actually get into the first tip I've got for you guys. And that first tip is bosses. There is plenty of bosses in each area, and you do want to utilize them. As you can see here right now, a group is taking on this boss, and if you kill it, like so, you'll get a lot of easy cash and gems. But bosses ain't the best way to go for gems. Not in the lower areas. Although I could one-shot that boss over and over again, I'll only still be getting 100. What? Maybe 200 at a push. Do utilize the bigger looking bosses around the map. These guys are useful. You can kill them very quickly and will drop a lot of crystals. Because if you don't want to get stuck in this game, you definitely want to build up your crystals. Next one is actually learning what each feature does and what to do. As you can see right here, I have Ninja Star. What I could do, as every time you're checking in, they will change. You must say, what does this mean? I haven't worked out if this is every 20 minutes, every 24 hours, or if it's every time you unlock a new world. You also have auto summon and auto merge. I'll have these at the beginning, turn them on, but I didn't really like them. You got lucky summon. Now, you could try to max out and then get to know. I do recommend this, because I've definitely cut down time by being able to get like a sal instead of having to do krillin. It's a lot cheaper. It's definitely worth working on these once you go through. As you see, there's all the way up to like star level 23. What's crazy thoughts for me, because I'm nowhere near that. The lucky merge is another thing. You might be put off by doing this because it uses these crystals. I don't blame you. They definitely need to buff how you can get these crystals, because you can get soft locked like I am. I am literally about 1 or 2 krillins away from being able to get to number 17. Problem with that is I cannot summon, cannot merge all until I do this. Whilst yes, they do try to, there is ways to get gems, and they do make their gems very cheap for you to buy, so you feel like you have to, but don't. Just don't. You know, it's not worth it. You can farm gems and do that. But when it comes to merging, I recommend always focusing on getting to the next star. When you begin, you'll have to get Gohan. To Gohan, you'll have to get Broly. Then you'll have to get, I think it's Neji. Then Sakura. And then I'm pretty sure it's Kakashi from the looks of it. So, what I recommend is, obviously, you see down here now, because I've upgraded these, Krillin's not like 90% now. If anything, Trunks is a bit rarer than like Cell and Frieza. That's because I haven't focused on these, because when you unlock them, you will most likely speed to about Goku or Frieza. And that's not even looking merge, that's just talking about generic, easy, like, you know, put stuff in. Oh, so you're gonna start getting these guys higher? Because you need it to unlock the next merge in. What? Kid you not, it's really good when you get to merge them. So hey, next next tip will be next tip is the teleportation menu. This menu will allow you to teleport between places. Problem is they cost gems. What the best way I found to farm gems currently is the hardest boss to farm, like the final boss was like 51 million, but it still takes a while. But you know, if you have Robux, what? I am poor. I don't have Robux. I actually really should probably, you know, if I can ever, whenever I figure out how I'm going to do it, but I will one day get some more Robux and I might actually buy this because I do recommend this. This is probably one of the few game passes I recommend because you can see all the way in the distance there. That is whereabouts I'd have to travel to. So yeah, but it's only like it's only about 200 Robux. That's about barely £2.50, maybe £3. Nothing too crazy. You know, if you buy yourself the 500, 400 Robux, you could get like 2 extra stars equipped and teleport, for example. Even double coins probably be useful for you. So let's get into the next one. The final kind of tip I'm going to give you guys for this game is, so I told you not to sleep on the big boys, right? You know, you can like right click and hold down, and if you're on computer, to actually send all your enemies, you can take them on. You see, cash does scale, right? I'm getting actually a decent amount of cash from this. Right, what can be used for upgrades on the characters for spawn it. It's all cool. Well, if you get soft lock like I have, you will do. You will be using pretty much just the cash for that. But these crystals don't really scale. So if you've stuck, you might be stuck with the crystals. I just recommend for your final biggest tip of this game, whatever boss you can go farm, put your enemies there. Put your people on there, and just kick the shit out of it. Just beat the shit out of it so it cannot move. You will actually get crystals from these. And believe it or not, these somewhat do scale. These do semi-scale. They don't scale too crazy. Like, take into account, if you were to do all the teleports, like the last teleport to this place is like 26k. Right, he drops about 2,000, I think, if you solo. If you have someone else doing it with you, you might get maybe 1,000. But he'll take a while. Well, let's just start to stop that for a second. But yeah, so I think they are somewhat the smallest tips I got. I don't actually know how useful this will be for people. I just want to record this game for you guys. But yeah, one big thing is to do with fusing is just remember your team might be over here. That doesn't count to one unit. Over all your team does 200, mine does like 258k. So I do recommend if you want to increase this. Say example, I have currently, as you saw, I've got one of almost every type. But soon I'll only have the one unit really strong again. Yes, that will be more than 258 or something silly like that. It will still be around the same or more. But when it comes to slowly making progress, try to get a few of the strong units. Reason being, you're going to be hitting more of the time doing that damage, and you should be able to kill bosses, etc. quicker. You will notice at the beginning of the game you get some quick progression, compared to later where you'll get a bit of a slower progression. But that's about it for this video. Like, there's a few tips and tricks. I'm gonna try. I will probably do more videos on this if it gets this alright. I actually really do enjoy this game. It's actually one of my favourites currently. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.